Hello, Poopsies, and thank you for joining today for this quick announcement. I just wanted to make this a short, sweet, simple video to announce a new thing that I'm doing. It's technically not new. I've had it since 2017. So exactly 9 years now. I've had Patreons support me on Patreon actively. By the way, thank you to those who have been supporting even when I wasn't posting on there. I know I have quite a lot of posts on there, so it may be also because a lot of people who have been on there for some time, it takes a long time to go through all my posts and see the past history and hear all the audios and stuff. But I've mostly stuck to text and audio posts. Now I'm reverting to posting video posts on Patreon as well, not just here on YouTube. I have been thinking about doing a kind of channel membership thing. I may add that on here eventually as well, but I just would like to see how well this is going to do for the time being, and how many people are going to join. I see people still actively joining on there. Thank you to those who are, as I have recently announced in my Facebook and my X account, I believe, about my Patreon. So I'm officially announcing it on here that yes, I am back on Patreon. It is in the description box below. You will find the link, but it is patreon.com/Tony Bomboni, just as my name spelled out. And yeah, so you have 3 tiers now. I've shortened it down greatly. I used to have a lot of tiers. Now it's just 3 tiers. The first tier is just going to be basic tier, basic level tier at $5. So that is just basically just the basic stuff. Where you will just get announcements, updates from time to time, just little things here and there. Nothing crazy, nothing too much. You may maybe even get an audio from time to time. So any tier you book and sign up, you will receive messaging. But if you want to chat one-on-one with me, there is going to be the 3rd tier, which is $20. That's the last and biggest tier, and that's where you give video ideas to me. We'll discuss future video ideas. We'll just talk about anything you'd like. I'll be actively on there, engaging with you every week to discuss future plans for the channel. And again, it's a great way to support my page. I used to send out monthly letters to people. I've discontinued that a long ago, but that was a great way to support my channel back then. Again, that was almost a decade ago, so it's times have changed, things have changed, so this is kind of the new way to support, the better way and the more sustainable way, because I do a lot between my readings and my ASMR videos and my personal life. I need some time to myself, of course, and self-care and all that crap. So, but the 2nd tier, if you want, so we discussed the 1st tier, $5. The 3rd tier is $20. So the middle tier, 2nd tier, is the $10 tier, which is going to include, it's probably going to most likely be the most common book tier, is the middle tier, which is typical, and that's going to be the most highly recommended one, which is like where you get story times, private vlogs that I don't post on my vlog channel, hardly post on my vlog channel now anyway. So it's getting basically content material that you normally wouldn't receive from this channel right here, this ASMR channel right here. So, like I said, for those who don't want to go outside of YouTube, who don't want to pledge on Patreon, I understand it's not for everybody. Eventually, one day, I may include like a channel membership thing on here. It's already live, basically. Channel memberships are already enabled on this channel. So people will support on there if they like, just to add a few coins to throw my way to help buy stuff for videos and stuff. So any of that's extra. I never keep that, that always goes back to the channel. But overall, I don't really contribute to it, just like I didn't contribute to Patreon for many years. So, but I still have people supporting. So, that's great. It'll help make the channel what it is today and keep going and produce awesome content for you. So that's my goal overall. I have to make it as a business, of course. I have to make it financially. I have to, continue going, continue having a roof over my head. So all of this adds up and provides for you. But recently I really had to pretty much downsize my life. I'm back to only one bedroom. So, times are different, times have changed. So that's partially a huge reason why I add these extra services, so I can keep going, just so I can keep producing content, yeah, so basically, obviously I need, a life, a vacation from time to time, that's also a reason. I can't burn out anymore. I'm getting older, my health, as you get older, your health slows down, you can't keep going a certain way, So, but if you want daily content, if you want me to continue to produce daily content for you, I have to receive support, otherwise I'd have to go off, get a job, and just, if I got a job, I really can't make daily content anymore, which would be horrible. I hope that never ever happens. I definitely want to continue to be here for you every day, every week, every month of every year to produce what you expect me to produce. So I have some great stuff coming up. By the time you see this video, I'm actually away. I'll be in Chicago, but I'll be back in a day from now. By the time you see this, the next day, tomorrow, by the time you see this. So I'll be back ready to make Patreon content for you. I'll be most likely recharged, energized, yeah. So no one pays me vacations. I have to pay out of pocket for that as a self-employed sole proprietor with his own business, right? I have to pay out of pocket for that, but I know I have to, because otherwise I'll burn out, and I've learned that the hard way. I used to try to be cheap and hold on to my money and everything I got. Yeah, that didn't work out too well for me, did it? Right? I destroyed my health. So, yeah, so that's a huge reason I need my own time off. Yeah, so, and I need the support to be able to do that so that I can keep going, because it's exhausting, I'll be honest. Going for almost 18 years almost 19 years on YouTube now, whew, to do it for the long haul, it's not easy. Who said it was? Thinking about running your own business, you gotta think long term. So I do what I can to, get as much as I can to make it keep going. And obviously I have to think about my future older self too, and to put aside some for that too. So, you guys, I feel like I'm comfortable enough to share with you. You've been around long enough to where I feel comfortable asking for help when I need it. I feel comfortable sharing. Maybe when I was in the first 5 years of my YouTube, a lot of people were, throwing a lot of hate because I was just kind of new to the game, as they say. But I think I've been doing this long enough to where, I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm severely underpaid. Yeah, after taxes, if you saw my net gain every year, it is piss poor. It is really terrible for how long I've done this. So I know I deserve more. I know I really do. Sometimes I still think I should just get something that really pays me what I deserve. But no, I still keep doing this. I still love what I do. I still love helping people. I still reach people, and that's what I'm here to help. I'm not here to do this for, any personal gain. If I was, I could easily be one of those, bougie stock investors or something. But, that's just not me. That's not who I am. I'm very spiritual. Yeah, to me, it's just about helping people, really. So I don't think it's too much for me to ask for help. The last time I have asked is many years ago. Anytime I have done a Kickstarter, GoFundMe raising, it is for other people. So it's been a while since, I've come on here and really said, I need your help, basically, to keep going. But, life got very expensive. Inflation is eating our paychecks. And I know a lot of people, again, I understand completely. If you can't, look, please don't. All right? Do not contribute if you cannot afford it or be able to give that extra 5, 10, 20 a month. I'm not forcing you. completely understandable. This is no pressure whatsoever. Trust me. I will understand. Okay. I get it. You have a family to raise. You have to feed yourself. I get it. You know, like, I don't want to make this about me right now. I just seriously am, you know, honestly a little concerned about the future, you know, and how costly everything's getting. You know, I've definitely had to cut back a lot and, you know, humble myself, as they say. Yeah, I think it's been a very humbling experience this last 5-6 years, ever since 2020. And I think, you know, a lot of us have had to cut back in some way, whether we realize it or not, you know. I still cut my own hair, you know, I do what I can, I make do, you know, I still go to the grocery store, yeah, sounds like Jersey Shore, grocery store, you know, and shop for my own food, you know, what I'm saying, like, I still drive my old car, like, you know, I still wear the same clothes from years ago, like, yeah, it is very humbling, but, you know, I'm here to do a service, I'm not here for personal gain, so, but yeah, I just thought I'd be honest with you and share, you know, my experience there. And, you know, for anyone doubting me or questioning, like, you know, oh, you just went to Illinois and just like rented out this huge home. Yeah, that's for a video. And that's something I've always wanted to do. You know, it's called bucket list stuff, you know, stuff I want to do before I die, because I know we all have a temporary experience on this earth. And yeah, I'm going to spend if I feel like it's worth the investment, if I feel like this is something I've always wanted to do, I've always wanted to rent a mansion, you know, I'm going to do it, even if it's at a profit loss, as they say. It's a personal expense that, you know, doesn't, like, I'm probably not going to gain anything this year because of that, you know what I'm saying? But I want to make awesome content. I want to show you stuff no one really shows you. No other ASMR artist really shows you, you know? That's what it's about to me. And of course I want to enjoy, obviously. I deserve it. You know I do. And, you know, I definitely thought I would be much further along than I am now, looking back. But hey, you know, we all start somewhere. And I think that's part of the journey, is like, you know, the balance of knowing how much you deserve, but at the same time knowing that, okay, like, it's okay to live a little, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I really haven't been able to keep much that I earned in the last few years. It really has gotten that, life has gotten that expensive, you know, and I don't know how much longer I'll be able to be blessed enough to live in Florida. You know, I'm doing the best I can to hold on to what I got, but man, it's getting ridiculous, you know. About to move to Oklahoma. No, I'm joking. But seriously, I thank you guys so much, though. I'm so grateful for any time anyone ever from booked a service with me on TonyBomboni.com, which I still will do, to watch my videos, to even gave like a tip on Cash App, which I have Cash App, $TonyBomboni, if you want a tip. I don't ask for free handouts anymore, but, you know, if you want to, I really would appreciate it. PayPal.me/TonyBomboni. That's a way to leave a tip in my tip jar if you'd like. Yeah, but I'm not begging, you know, I'm not going to do that. I don't want to feel like ever I'm doing that. And, you know, I'm so grateful for all the times, like, you guys have helped and reached out for my brother. When I opened the GoFundMe for him, for his eye surgery, we raised over $6,000 there a few years ago, and he's doing a lot better. And, you know, that was also a time in my life where I felt, you know, I really needed it, but I was like, no, you know, God makes a way. You'll figure it out, you know. It was before I sold my house. I was like, well, how am I going to do it? How am I going to make it? How am I going to keep going? You know, I no longer had anybody there for support at the time, so it was tough, you know, to move out on my own and be able to. I didn't keep any money. That was hard. I don't know how I did it, but, you know, God makes a way, you know, and I think he'll make a way now moving forward, and I think everything will ultimately work out. And I'm still choosing to remain positive. I'm still hopeful, you know. I'm praying for everybody who is without work right now. I hope you figure it out. I pray that, you know, whatever situation you're in, whether you're able to support or not, that, you know, you open your hands today and, you know, realize just how much work I've put in on YouTube. I have over 3,000 videos on YouTube right now, and countless hours, like over 3,000, private sessions I've done for people. And so I've lost count, countless vlogs and patron posts and like cameos I've done for people. I still do that as well, cameo.com/Tony Bomboni. So I only ask for just a little bit, 5, 10, or 20 a month from you. YouTube really doesn't cover everything, doesn't cover the bills as it used to, That's why I rely on my website, It's a mix of YouTube and my website that helps me get through and make it. And I really don't have much. I just have a dog to feed and myself, really. So, yeah, I say that with much humble appreciation for anybody who loves my channel, who watches my videos. Yeah, support. I know a lot of my personal clients have a lot to give, so if you can as well, I really would appreciate it. And again, I'm so eternally grateful for you, my active monthly clients, that every month they book services without fail. Like, I'm really thankful for all of you. You have no idea. I'm like literally getting emotional. Like, I literally could not have done it without you guys. Like, I'm so thankful. I don't think you understand. Yeah, so thank you guys so much. I have so many memories with you guys. So yeah, anyway, I don't want to make this too long, but I have a lot to share. But yeah, if you'd like to go ahead and sign up, patreon.com/Tony Bomboni. And yeah, I will be actively posting on there. The more people sign up, I promise the more I will post on there. And I will keep my promise this time. I will be posting on there from now on. If ever I decide like no one's signing up there anymore, or I decide to do bigger, better things, whatever, in the future, years from now, because you never know what life brings, I will tell you if I stop posting. I will tell you, like, hey, I may even close the account down, if I ever stop posting eventually. But, get the content while you can. So I'll do private story times, private vlogs, personal one-on-one chat with you, and send ASMR on there. Just stuff you want to see. I'll be unfiltered. I'll be raw, unfiltered. Like, speak words I can't speak on here, I'm going to say stuff that's on my mind openly without shame or fear. I just want to be real. I want to be on there to share with you guys, and you can tell me what more you want to see on here. So yeah, that's what it's about. So all right, guys, I love you all so much, and I hope you join on Patreon with me. And any services you want to book anytime, again, TonyBomboni.com. Actually, all my info is on TonyBomboni.com, including the Cameo, Patreon, and the bookings. They're all in there, and my online courses. I do have that as well. That's also a great way to support. Hours and hours of content on there. Gosh, I forgot how much I've done on that website, really. But yeah, so thank you. I love you all, and I will see you all very, very soon. And guess who wants to say hello? Guess who wants to say hello? Paco Bishe. Bishe is piggy in our language in Macedonian. So he's saying hello. Hi, guys. Thank you for your patronage. Thank you for your support. Okay, guys. Bye. One final thing that I honestly, genuinely, quickly wanted to point out. Looking back at my tax forms, I've realized that I have not had a raise in 5 years. Yes, 5 years. So if you were at your job and no one gave you a raise for 5 years, how would that make you feel? And sometimes I feel underappreciated. Sometimes I feel definitely, like I've mentioned, that I deserve more. And so this is my request for those watching. Am I worth more to you? Do I deserve more for all the work I put in? That is sort of how I feel in this moment. And if you feel I don't, and that's perfectly fine, again, I'm not pressuring you at all. I'm not making you feel bad. This is not a guilt trip, trust me. This is not about that. I just want to tell you that I'm still going, as I've promised. I've always said, even in the beginning, if I even ever won the lottery, I would still be doing this. And here I am, still doing this. And yeah, so 2021 was a really good year for me. But, a lot of people have accumulated a lot of wealth during this time, and I feel left behind somehow. And, I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, but, something, God or universe just keeps telling me, keep going, keep doing this. You're going to make it. You're going to be fine. Something greater is around you, around the corner for you, you know? And that's how I feel. So even if nothing happens out of this, I'm still hopeful that the future something greater will come and bring me more blessings. But yeah, 5 years, like really realizing that now, it really hit me, like how committed I am and how focused and determined I am to continue, you know. But also, just if I'm being honest with you, how someone would be severely underpaid and not have a raise in 5 years, that kind of would not really motivate that person, if you think about it, to continue, you know. Realistically, you know, people who are, and this is scientifically proven, who are paid how much they feel they deserve, actually do a better job, you know. So, yeah, if you're able to do that, feel free to do so. All right, guys. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you on there, and I look forward to producing much awesome content for you. Take care.